for joining. And I know I sound like a broken record, but it's another really disappointing loss. Just not enough clutch at bats. We've certainly had chances, and I thought our two best at bats of the day were Lucas Costello and Brock Wilken, kind of in that inning where we loaded the bases, and we had our guys up, bases loaded in a 5-3 game, with Seymour, Lanzilli, and Muntz, and against a pitcher that should be a good matchup for all three of those guys. And we only were able to come away with one run in that situation. We really needed to tie or take the lead there, so we could pitch a little differently down the stretch. But and then defensively, we were poor defensively today. The first three runs they score. In the second inning, we had a situation where we balk, and then we make an error, and then they hit a ball and we make kind of an ill-advised throw, and then all of a sudden we're down 3-0, and and then the inning where they got the 2 spot, we had another kind of defensive miscue after pitch. Big play in that inning was the pitch call that we got crossed up. Shane thought fastball was coming, and Ryan threw breaking ball, and it goes to the backstop, and guys are at second and third, and they both come around to score. They probably don't score that inning if we keep them at first and second. And then, similar story in the other inning where they scored multiple runs. We had a first and second situation, and we throw them to, with one out, and we throw them to second and third, and then we don't make a play on an infield in situation, and 2 more runs score. So I just, again, disappointed in our at-bats, disappointed in our defense, and, we need to play a whole lot better real soon, or we're going to be playing for next year.
Tom, at what point do you become concerned that all these disappointing losses are going to wind up resulting in a disappointing season?
Yeah, I'm there now. It's we're at that point where we just can't afford to lose series at home, and anytime you lose the first one, then you put yourself in a situation where you need to win the next 2, and that's hard. It's hard to win back-to-back games in our league. So anyway, we've got to come out and get a good start out of Will Fleming, which I have no doubt that we will, and we need to have better at bats and play better defense.
I know you can't control it, but what effect did the 30-minute delay have in the middle of Chris's at bat when the last 3 guys had all driven in runs?
Yeah, I definitely think it helped their pitcher without question, and gave him a good reset. But again, we still need to come out and have 2 better at bats than that. I mean, we knew he was going to be heavy slider, and we got sliders to hit, and those are 2 seniors in those at bats. And those are guys that again have come through in those situations before, and unfortunately today they didn't. But again, I still take those 2 guys up against that pitcher in that situation any day of the week in that game. And again, we really needed to come away tied or in the lead just to maybe we go to Manassi there, and Adler, as opposed to kind of letting it get away from us, as it did.
What was the message to your team after this one, and whatever that message was? Do you feel like they were receptive to it?
No, I mean, again, it's hard to talk after tough losses like this. I mean, our guys poured their hearts and souls into the game, and they had good energy, and they came to play today, and and they're disappointed just like we are. So again, the message was we need to have clutch at bats, and we need to play defense. I mean, it's not rocket science. You need to make plays, and and so tomorrow, we had a chance to get their pitcher out of the game. I mean, he was on the ropes really every inning. And we just weren't able to deliver the big hit and get him out any earlier than we did. I mean, we ended up getting him out in the 5th, but he went probably an inning or 2 deeper than he should have, truthfully.
How frustrating is it to feel like you're so close in so many areas, but yet at the end of the day, it still ends up being a 4-run margin and really not really competitive in the final couple of innings?
Yeah, beyond frustrated. I mean, again, we knew their guy Conley was really good. I mean, their closer. I mean, he's one of the best in the league. I mean, we knew we'd have, if we were behind late in the game and they went to him, we'd have our hands full, for sure. So, I mean, we weren't surprised. I wasn't surprised by the 8th and the 9th, but I was really surprised at our last 6 at-bats in the 6th and the 7th. I mean, those were the at-bats that were really the difference.
Tom, the play that Pierce Bennett had there in the 8th, is that a play that's just hit so slow that he needs to just go to first with it?
No, I thought we've got to come home there. I mean, again, I think we need to do a better job of blocking the plate. And, I don't know, quite honestly, what we were trying to do there. I don't know if we thought it was a forced play or what. I don't know what happened there, truthfully, but it's a play where, as a catcher, you've got to get your shin pad in front of that plate and force him to make a difficult slide and make a tag and see what happens. I mean, again, the runner got a good break, but it's still a 3-hopper to our second baseman who's in, and that's a play we need to make. Again, in that situation, we needed to cut that run down because, down 2 already, again, with Conley, we knew it was going to be hard. So, to get down 3 against Conley would be even harder. So, for us, to me, I thought coming home was the right play. We just need to block the plate and make a better effort there.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Walt.
Thanks, Coach. Ansley. Hey, guys.
Chris, why'd you switch your walk-up song?
I just switched it for the weekend because my mom loves the Dropkick Murphy, so she's here this weekend for the first time in a while.
What did you get up there in a big spot, and it kind of felt like there was some energy brewing in the park, and then you get a first pitch strike, and then you got to wait 30 minutes to get pitch number 2. What did that do in that at bat to you?
Yeah, it's definitely tough, but we had a game plan against that guy. I probably should have done a better job, but yeah, it's definitely weird getting a strike and coming back in here for a little bit and kind of not knowing what to do. I'm in the middle of an at bat, but I don't think it had too much to do with the outcome.
You guys go on the road the last 2 weekends and split 3 at Florida State and Louisville, and it felt like that was kind of a momentum building thing, especially the Florida State series. So how disappointing is it to lose Tuesday or Wednesday and then come out here and lose today too?
It's definitely disappointing anytime you lose, but we just got to come back tomorrow and just bounce back and play sound baseball, obviously. But yeah, we're looking to go on a nice hot streak, and we definitely need one of those. And as I said, in order to do that, we need to play clean baseball. We need to play solid baseball. So hopefully we're able to do that. I have confidence we are able to do that. I'm not saying hopefully.
Connor asked how that delay impacted your at bat, but just judging by the demeanor in the dugout, your team had a lot of momentum at that time during that inning. You guys they were bouncing around the dugout, having a great time. How did that impact the momentum of the inning and what y'all had going in general, on top of just your singular at bat?
Yeah, definitely. I felt that momentum very, very much. Everybody was just had energy, and Walt mentioned that after the game, he loved our energy all game, and until we came back after that delay. So that's definitely something that impacted us as a team.
Chris, at what point, Chris, do the disappointing losses kind of make you feel like it's getting to the point where this might be a disappointing season? Like, are you worried about that at this point?
Yeah, it's definitely disappointing, and I'm hoping it's not another one of those years. And all you can do is go out there and play hard, and you know, just keep trying to turn things around, you know. But yeah, really hoping it's not another disappointing season, as I understand you're saying.
Good. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, guys. See y'all tomorrow. Get some rest, Les.